Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I am entering my junior year at the University of Florida, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my fall sorority recruitment experience because I know that it is quickly approaching, and I just want to start out by saying that I did not get a bid at the end of this whole process, and at first I was really upset about it, but I'm like fine now, like it's whatever, like there's so many other things to get involved with on campus, and so I just want you guys to know, like, if you end up in the same position that I did, then it's not the end of the world. Not getting into a house doesn't define who you are, and there are so many other ways to get involved at UF. I'm really just making this video because even though I didn't get a bid, I still went through the whole recruitment process, and I think that I can share some really great tips and just kind of break down like what recruitment is like at the University of Florida, because I remember before I did the recruitment, I looked up a lot of YouTube videos and there weren't really a lot for UF, so that's why I'm putting this one out there. The first thing I'm going to talk about is just the breakdown of recruitment itself. I believe it's like 8 days total, and again, like, this is almost a year later that I'm going to be talking about my recruitment process, so some things like might not be totally correct, like just dates and things like that, but the general information is correct. There's the orientation, and then you have round 1, which is 2 days, round 2, which is also 2 days, and then round 3, I think that was just 1 day, but it could have been 2 days. That part I don't remember, but then there's round 3, and then there's the final round, which is called prefs, or like preferentials, I think that's what it stood for, and those are like your final 2 houses that you go to. So let me back up a little bit. So orientation is where you find out what sorority like group that you're in, and these are the group of people that you're going to be going through the process with like the whole entire time. And then you also get assigned your pi chis. I believe I had about 5 pi chis, and these girls are the sweetest girls you'll ever meet, and they're there to help you if you have any questions or need advice or just someone to talk through the houses with. They are there for you. I still talk to a few of them today, even though like I didn't end up with a bid. Like, they're so sweet, like they do like want to be your friend, so definitely like use that resource. Also at orientation, you will get a reusable bag, and in this bag you'll find 2 t-shirts, and those are the 2 shirts that you wear during round 1. And then you have I think they put like a paper fan in there, and I use that a lot because it gets really hot during recruitment. While you are at orientation, they are going to ask you to download this app onto your phone. I forget the name of it, but basically at the end of each round you go onto that app and you fill out your like preferences for the houses that you like. So at the end of each round you usually drop a certain number of houses. I believe it was like you drop 7, then you drop 5, and then you drop 3, and then you end with 2. It was something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but they'll like explain that to you when you're there. Now we are going to talk a little bit about round 1. Round 1 was the most exciting round for me just because you got to go into all of the sorority houses on campus, which was pretty cool for me. I had always been curious to like know like what the insides of the houses looked like, and I believe at UF there are now 18 houses, so this round was 2 days, and it was a very long 2 days. But basically for round 1, you're just kind of like introducing yourself to the girls, and I think the conversations lasted maybe like 5-10 minutes. It was like the shortest time spent at each house. Since the conversations are only like 5 to 10 minutes, this is just the time to kind of talk about just basic information, like what you're majoring in, like a few of your interests, and then maybe ask them a question or 2. And then we have round 2, which is also 2 days, and what this day the first day of round 2 kind of looks like is you go into this big tent where like you meet up with your group, and they hand you a list, and these are the houses that you're going to be going to for the next 2 days. And the conversations last a little bit longer during round 2. Every round the amount of time that you're talking to the girls in the house increases. I believe it was like 10 minutes to like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and then prefs was like 40 minutes. I believe that's what it was. During round 2, the houses talk about their philanthropies, and I thought that this was really interesting. There was definitely houses that I connected to more because of their philanthropies, and if you feel a connection to a philanthropy, then say that to the girl and like talk about like whatever experience you have that could be related to that philanthropy, because any way that you can relate to the house that you are interested in is just a great thing to do. And then also don't be afraid to ask them questions about the philanthropy, because even though like you're trying to impress them, they're also trying to impress you. So like if you ever have questions, like definitely ask. Round 3 is the final round before prefs, and this is the time to start opening yourself up a little bit more to the girls that you were talking to. I believe during round 3 you kind of rotate a little bit more throughout the houses like that you're assigned to, like, and by that I mean you might be talking to one girl for a little bit and then another will come up, so like more girls will want to start talking to you, just because like at this point like this could be your house since it's like round 3 and then the next round is press, so like they do want to get to know you more. So just kind of like open yourself up a little bit, maybe try to dive a little deeper past just like basic information. Round 3 is where you find out how much it costs to be in that sorority, and this is important because again like all of the prices are different depending on the house that you're in, so like you want to make sure that you can afford the houses that you like, and there are definitely like payment plans and like different scholarships and things that you could apply to if you can't afford a house, and that's something to ask about. And then also like the money you're giving them, they kind of break down where that money is going, and I think it's also like fine if you ask questions about like where your money is going, like they want to answer those questions. It's kind of good if you ask questions, because if you're not asking questions it kind of seems to them like you're not interested in their house, so if you have questions, ask them. And then also in this round, houses usually show some sort of sisterhood video, and at this point, this was when I like really knew like which houses I was interested in, like especially watching the videos, because it kind of shows like the camaraderie of the houses. And there was a few like houses that I was kind of on the fence about, and like after I watched the like sisterhood videos, it made me realize, okay, like yes, I do like this house, or okay, yes, like I don't think I see myself here. And then after that we have prefs. Prefs is the last round of recruitment, and this is your final 2 houses during recruitment, and this is your last opportunity to show those houses who you really are. During the pref rounds, the houses usually share some sort of tradition of theirs with you. At the end of prefs, you are brought to a room, and for last year it was in the Rights Union. So we went to the Rights in the grand like ballroom area, and we all sat down at these circular like tables, and we had papers in front of us that we had to like sign and fill out, and they basically tell you that you have to rank your 2 houses in order from like favorite to least favorite, and then like you're free to go. But if you only have one house that you like out of the 2, which was my case, I did what was called a suicide bid, which I don't really like the name of that, but that's what they call it. It's where instead you just write one house down instead of both houses down, and they really like tell you not to do that because it really decreases your odds of getting a bid, because you're only writing one house down instead of 2. And even though like that was the case, like I like followed my heart and I just wrote one down, because I knew that like the other one I wasn't like a good fit for. Like I wanted to like it, but like I just didn't feel comfortable in the house. And like at the end of the day, like you know like where like you're comfortable at and where you're not comfortable at. So that's what I did, and it didn't end up working out for me. I didn't get the bid, but because I did a suicide bid, it enabled me for spring recruitment. So just keep that in mind. Like if you do write down 2 house names and you get one that you don't like and you drop out of that house, like you get the bid but you drop the bid, you can't participate in spring recruitment. So I wanted like the possibility to participate in spring recruitment, so I just took the risk and didn't do it, and then I didn't like get the bid. That's the breakdown of sorority recruitment. Now I want to talk a little bit about outfits. every round the outfits get a little bit nicer and nicer. So for round 1 they give you t-shirts to wear. You have 2 t-shirts, one for each day, and then I just like paired them with nice shorts and then some like simple jewelry and flat sandals. And then for round 2 I think I wore like a romper and then like a little bit more of a casual dress. And then for round 3 it was a little, I don't really remember, but it was nicer. And then for round 4 I wore like a really nice dress with like heels and all of that. I will insert a clip of my outfits right here because during recruitment I did film my outfits, so check that out right here. So today is round 1, day 1 for UF Rush. I'm wearing these statement earrings. Just did simple makeup because I usually go natural anyways, so I didn't want to overdo it for round 1. And I have curly hair, so it's really hard to like style it, so I just put a little clip in the back, pulled it back. I'm wearing a simple necklace, simple ring and bracelet, and then I have this shirt that they provided for us for round 1. I can't really tell if you can see it, but then I have this little belt here, these shorts, simple shoes, and that's it. Good morning. We are on day 2 of round 1, and I just wanted to point out what my jewelry was since I didn't say it yesterday. These earrings are from Icing. This bracelet is from Charming Charlie's, this necklace is from Charming Charlie's, and this ring is from Charming Charlie's. This shirt is for day 2. It has a cute pattern in the back, and then I have these shorts that I've had for years from Forever 21, and then these shoes are from Steve Madden. Good morning. It is round 2, day 1. We're getting the list back of which houses dropped us and then which houses we're going to go to. So it's a little bit dressier, but still kind of casual. So I'm just wearing this choker like type necklace from PacSun, same ring and bracelet from Charming Charlie's. Then I have this earring that is very old. I have no idea where it's from. I did my eyeshadow like a little bit more intense today, but like not that much more. And then I just did the hair a little bit differently. I like twisted it and like put it in bobby pin, so I really hope it stays up. I've never done this before, but yeah, that's for today. So I'm just wearing this dress, and it's from PacSun. It's pretty simple. And then I'm also wearing these shoes that are from Target. Afternoon, it is day 2 of round 2 for Rush. I'm just going to show you my outfit real quick. I have this romper from LF that was very overpriced, but I got it on sale, so heck yeah. And then I have these shoes that I got from Target. And then for my necklace, it is from PacSun. Then I have these earrings that I believe are from Forever 21, but I'm not sure because they're also really old. I don't really get jewelry a lot. And then for my makeup, I just did like simple eyeshadow, and yeah, that's it. Good morning. It is round 3, day 1. The necklace I'm wearing is from Toby.com. I don't know where these earrings are from. They're just like little like bulbs. And then I'm wearing the same ring and bracelet from round 1. They're from Charming Charlie's. And then I have this romper right here. I don't know where it's from, but I can find out because it's actually my friend's. And then these shoes are from Target. Good afternoon. It is pref round for UF Sorority Recruitment. I just wanted to show you my jewelry real quickly. This necklace is from Icing, and these earrings go with it. And then I got this ring from Venice, Italy. So I don't know the name of the shop, I'm sorry. And then I just kind of like tied my hair back because it always looks better tied back. It was like really poofy this morning. And then I just like did 2 like different colors for my eyeshadow, so like not anything too crazy. This is my outfit. I just have this plain black dress from Macy's. I actually got it on sale. And then I have these shoes from Steve Madden. Now that I have shown you my outfits and hopefully given you some ideas there, I want to talk a little bit about what to put in your purse. This is the bag that I used during sorority recruitment, and I chose this bag because it's waterproof and it rains during the summer, so I just wanted to make sure my stuff wouldn't get ruined in case I got caught in the rain. And then also it's big enough to hold a lot of things. The first thing I put in my bag is a reusable water bottle because plastic sucks. You get thirsty throughout the day. And then I also had a paper fan, and it was the paper fan that they gave me at orientation. And a lot of girls also had like remote controlled like little fans, but I did not have that, but it helped them a lot, so maybe get that if you're into it. I think it's smart to pack a portable charger because if you're on your phone in between houses, the battery might die, so you might want a portable charger. Breakfast bars and snacks because you don't have a lot of time to eat, and if you like get hungry in between houses, like a breakfast bar is just a really easy like thing to just snack on real quickly. Mints because you're talking a lot. Sometimes when you talk a lot, like your mouth gets dry, so like mints were just something that I had in my bag to like avoid that. And then deodorant because you are going to be sweating your booty off, just telling you right now. Summer in Florida, like it's gonna happen, so bring some deodorant in case you need to reapply. And then also perfume because you just want to smell good. Make sure you bring lipstick because when you do eat, your lipstick might fade away, or just throughout the day as you're talking, your lipstick might fade away, so it's good to just kind of touch up before you enter the houses. And then band-aids. This is important because a lot of girls wear shoes that they just bought right before recruitment, or shoes that they're not used to wearing for hours on end, and they get blisters. So I always had a bunch of band-aids in my bag in case I got blisters, and then also like I would just hand them to other girls that were having trouble with their shoes. You girls gotta stick together. The last two things that you should have in your bag is an umbrella and oil blotting sheets. An umbrella because it does rain sometimes during recruitment and you don't want to get rained on. And then oil blotting sheets because you're kind of sweating a lot, which is gross since you're all like dressed up, but it's outside, so you're sweating a lot. And so your skin might get a little oily, so a lot of girls had oil blotting sheets. And then if you don't want to pay for oil blotting sheets, coffee filters, yeah, they do the same exact thing as oil blotting sheets. Like the pie guys were handing them out like crazy, and I use those a lot. So that is all that I think you need for your bag. Now I want to talk about a few tips for when you're actually in the houses. So when you first enter a house, a girl's going to come up to you and introduce herself, and then she's going to ask if she can take your bag. Never say no, always say yes, because if you say no, it's just kind of awkward and they want to take your bag, so let them take your bag. They also will ask you if you want water. I think like for one of the houses I said no, and someone like looked at me and was like, take the water, so I took the water. So just always take the water. Also, like you're gonna be thirsty, so you might as well just like sip on it as you're talking to them. Some things to avoid talking about are partying and boys. If you talk about either of those, it's just like frowned upon. And then easy topics to kind of talk about are what you're majoring in, some of your interests, any like travel experiences. When I did recruitment, it was right after I studied abroad, so that was something really like easy for me to talk about, and it was something that they were all really interested in, so I liked having that kind of topic. So just kind of come up with some ideas beforehand so the conversation like flows a little bit better. However, if you are at a house and you are struggling to have a conversation, remember that, because you might just not fit in that house. Like if you're struggling to have a conversation with someone, then that's a sign that like maybe that's not where you're meant to be. It should be easygoing, like easy flowing conversations. Now I just want to finish off this video with a few general tips and advice. My first one is to always write down like things about each house as you're going through them. Like during round one, after I left a house, I jotted down a few things about the house, and then I did that for all of the rounds and all of the houses, because when you're going back at the end of each round and you're writing down like which houses you liked and which houses you want to drop, that list of notes is really helpful to look back on, because when you go through 18 houses, it's kind of hard to remember little details about the houses, and some of them just kind of like jumble together. So taking notes was something that really helped me. My next general tip is if you know someone that lives by sorority row, I highly recommend asking them if you can use their place during recruitment in between breaks, because if not, you're just going to be like sitting under a hot tent and sweating even more. So it was kind of nice to just go to my friend's apartment that lived like near sorority row and just be able to kind of cool off and like eat my snacks in the air conditioning. And a lot of times, like as you get further into the rounds, like you have more and more time in between houses because you're not going to all the houses, you're only going to the ones that like wanted you back. So sometimes you might wait for like an hour in between. My next general tip is to not go out at night and party during sorority recruitment, because if someone sees you out, they can report that, and it just like looks bad if you're doing that, like, because you're supposed to be taking this process seriously. So just try to not go out, because you literally have the rest of the school year to go out. You can take 1 week off. I really hope that this video kind of gave you a little bit of an insight as to what fall recruitment at the University of Florida is like. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I will ask one of my friends that is in a sorority for the answer and I will get back to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.